Hello, hello. We are here with March beauty favorites. I did not do a February beauty favorites. We have a lot to cover. Let's not waste time. First item, skincare. It is the Paula's Choice 2% BHA liquid exfoliant salicylic acid. The difference between a BHA and an AHA, and I can do a separate like skincare video if you guys are interested. Pretty much a BHA liquid exfoliator or chemical exfoliator is going to like deep dive into your skin and really clear out blackheads, acne, underground acne, anything that's sitting in the surface. On the surface, AHAs are amazing for just getting glowy, nice, smooth skin. BHAs do more, and this one is amazing. It's really affordable. I think the whole thing is $28. It's now sold at Sephora, so Sephora sale, heads up. You put this on a cotton pad, wipe it all over your face. It says to use it twice a day. I would not recommend doing that. There is such a thing as over exfoliating. I use it probably every other night or so. It's super gentle. It doesn't dry out my skin. I always put my toner and face cream and stuff on top of it to make sure my skin is staying hydrated. And whenever you use an exfoliator, guys, anyways, you want to use sunscreen, but especially when you're using chemical exfoliators, you definitely want to use sunscreen because they do sensitize your skin a little bit. I get really bad congestion on my cheeks, like whiteheads from my mask, and it absolutely has been helping me. It's such a saving grace recently, and I love it. So go check it out. Affordable for really good skincare and really, really effective. The next skincare item is from Monday Born Source. It's their hydrating essence with 79% Centella asiatica extract. Tenny has a YouTube channel. She is like an OG and she created Monday Born. This has been amazing. It is just a milky, super hydrating essence of sorts. So it's not a toner. It's almost like a serum. And I use my Indie Lee CoQ10 toner on clean skin, and then I'll go in with my exfoliate. And if I'm not using exfoliate, I'll just go straight in with this, a couple drops on my palm, rub it together, press it into skin. It gives you so much nice hydration. It's not sticky, it's not heavy, it doesn't irritate my skin. It actually soothes my skin really nicely. And I feel like it makes my skin look really plump. It helps to repair your skin's barrier function as well while deeply hydrating and moisturizing the skin. It's so good. If you have really dry skin, you've got to try this out underneath your normal moisturizer. And if you have incredibly oily skin, still try this out, because honestly, I feel like if you were to wear this underneath sunscreen, this alone is a great like lightweight moisturizer. It's so beautiful. Next is the Kinship Self Reflect Probiotic Moisturizing Sunscreen. So you gotta wear sunscreen. You just gotta do it, okay? I love my Dermalogica one, but I've been using this recently and it's beautiful and less expensive than Dermalogica. It is zinc oxide, 22.4%. I'm pretty sure it's non-nano zinc oxide too, which is amazing. It helps protect against blue light as well from screens, and it helps soothe and protect blemish-prone skin, formulated with a patented probiotic technology to support a healthy skin barrier, which I think is amazing. It leaves your skin so glowy and dewy, which the Dermalogica one does too, but I love that this does it. It's less expensive if you don't want to shell out the money for the Dermalogica one. Definitely check it out. You can get it at Ulta, or I think a bunch of other places. Credo Beauty sells it because it's technically a clean beauty brand, which is another bonus because the ingredients in here are awesome. So I have a device to share with you guys, and it is from the brand called Nu Skin, and I'll leave it linked down below for you guys. I'll leave everything linked down below, what's on my face, what I'm talking about, the works as always. So this is a facial washing machine, but what I think is really amazing about this is the technology of the head actually was created to be like a facial massage while cleansing your skin. So it's silicone, so it's antimicrobial, and it twists like back and forth, and it has these grooves. So while you're washing your face, you're getting a facial massage, which is going to help with anti-aging. It's deep cleaning your skin, but really, really gently. It takes off makeup. You can use it on clean skin. You just put it in its little charger base right here. It comes with a face wash, which to me is probably the only irritating thing about this, is that I can't just use any face wash I want with it. This face wash is pretty good, but this face wash is created formula wise to work the best with the LumiSpa, so that it creates enough like drag to actually give yourself a massage, but also not so much drag that it's tugging or pulling. You just press the button. I love the fact that it gives me that facial massage though, because I'm big into gua sha, rolling, all of that. I actually have, I think, a discount code for you guys, which I will leave linked down below. I think you get 15%. I don't make any money off of it, but I will leave the code with the link, or just the link, whichever one, in the info box down below, because we buy this through a family friend. And so I was able to get a code for you guys for 15% off if you guys are interested. So they should be bought together, but I really, really have been enjoying this. And it's quite soothing. It feels really nice. This is the Alastin Skincare Water Resistant Hydratint Pro Mineral Broad Spectrum Sunscreen SPF 36. It's a tinted sunscreen. It's only one shade, which I almost didn't talk about it because one shade is dumb. Okay, but it is so good, and I've been using it actually religiously, so I felt like I needed to talk about it. The shade, if you are lighter than me, is gonna be fine. It has fairly good coverage. Like, you definitely could wear just this. You don't actually need to put foundation on top of this. It's pretty darn good. Alastin Skincare as a brand is super good, effective skincare, so you're getting those benefits in the sunscreen. But I wanted to mention this because if you are fairer than I am, or if you are my skin tone, I'm going to show you a trick. But the cool thing about this being tinted is that if you have melanin and you're having trouble finding a sunscreen that is I was gonna say see-through, it's transparent, this is a great option. This has the tint, so it's also gonna give you some coverage, which is really nice. With that being a favorite though, I'm gonna jump into the next favorite because it's a favorite for so many reasons. This is the Auric Glow Lust. I have the shades Pyrite and Citrine here because these are the two that I use the most often, without a doubt. This is too light for me alone, Pyrite, but it's a great natural highlighter, and Citrine is actually what I've been using with the Alastin. So if I'm using a different sunscreen, I will mix these two together, put it on my face, and they really freaking look like I'm wearing foundation. And I have an entire Auric video, which I will leave linked up here and down below for you guys if you want to check it out. I use every single product. These two together have been like my go-to foundation on a regular basis. I have photos from Instagram where I am just wearing this as foundation, and you would have no idea. So this right here is kind of a mini show of like what the Auric does. I use the tiniest bit and look already how like glowy and pretty my hand looks. I just love these products. So if you are my skin tone or deeper, you can do that with the Alastin. You can either use this as a base and go over it with something else, or you can mix in a product that has a tint to deepen this one up. But make sure that you're not skimping out and using less sunscreen though. So you have to be using enough sunscreen on your face because that's the point of it. It's protection. And if you don't get that sunscreen, it doesn't matter. You still have to get Auric. Okay, I'm not getting paid to talk about this. Samantha, hit me up though. I'm available. Please and thank you. Put me on that PR list. I don't even know if she has a PR list, but just so good. I gotta talk about this. Il Makiage F*CK I'm Flawless Multi-Use Perfecting Concealer. I have mine in the shade 08. I really love this concealer. I don't love this concealer for full coverage makeup. I don't think it builds up the way I want it to, but on a day-to-day basis, when I'm using like Auric or tinted sunscreen or whatever, even without any makeup, just to wear as like a natural coverage, this is amazing. I use it with my fingers. You need a tiny bit of it. It has a beautiful creamy consistency that's not super liquidy, so you get pretty good coverage. It's just an awesome concealer, and I've really been enjoying it. And Their skin tone predictor, like you can take a quiz and it gives you a skin tone or like a shade you should pick, is pretty accurate. Like 8 really kind of worked for me. So I would definitely suggest checking that concealer out. Danessa Myricks. She is an artist, like Van Gogh of makeup artistry. She has these Color Fix paints. They're basically waterproof, multicolored creams. They come in so many different shades and you can use it for literally anything. You can mix them together, mix it in with other products, eyeshadows, lips, cheeks, the works. And I use it exactly like that, and I am addicted to these. I have so many different shades, but recently I've been using the shade Latte a lot. It's incredibly long wearing. Heat, humidity, sweat, it doesn't matter. It will stay on. And it's a cream product, which is amazing. It does set kind of quick, so if you're working with it, make sure you're working a little quickly. Like don't like dot it on, blend this side, then try to go back to this side. Now you're gonna be too late, okay? You need the tiniest amount. Do not play yourself. Okay, if you guys thought the Rare Beauty blushes were intense, you clearly have not tried Danessa Myricks yet. Look at how little I have on my hand, right? Look at how pigmented, full coverage, intense, just that tiny bit was. I actually have it on my eyes today, my cheeks today, and my lips a little bit. If you haven't tried these, you got to, because this formula and like all of Danessa Myricks is genius, and she is now sold at Sephora also. I don't have to say anymore. Go buy it. Another blush that I have been loving is the Merit Cheek Color in Raspberry Beret. I did an entire Merit video, which I will leave up here or down below. I love this on its own, but I really have been loving it mixed in with the Danessa Latte. This one's a little bit deeper and it's more of a gel stain shade. It's very forgiving, it's very dewy, but it's not as long wearing as the Danessa Myricks one. It's got a nice blend of like a reddy, purpley, pinky undertone. I love using this on my lips with just like a clear gloss on top because it gives like a popsicle looking stain effect, which I think is super pretty, especially for just every day. But it's a great blush. I've been using it every single time I do my makeup since getting it. Next up, Auric. Again, I couldn't not talk about it. It's gonna take willpower for me to not talk about Auric in every single favorites video. These are the Smoke Reflect eyeshadow duos. They are cream eyeshadows on the base and then glitter toppers. Defiance and Temper also always on my lids. I'm wearing both right now on top of the Color Fix. They are so long wearing. They are waterproof, like they don't budge. They're great in humidity. They're never patchy, so easy to blend. And the glitter toppers are also so pretty. This is the Defiance one. The actual shade inside Defiance is the most stunning true bronze. And then Temper is a rose gold, and this is the rose gold, and it truly is the perfect rose gold. Anything she comes out with, I'm gonna buy because, listen, the Glow Lusts are like mandatory level 1 must have, and then the Smoke Reflex are like level 1 must have normal, not mandatory, just level 1 must have. Okay, another like influencer type brand that I'm also deeply involved with is Vive. I have talked about Jamie Genevieve's brand Vive before. Her eyeshadow palette is on my eyes literally almost every single time I do my makeup, but she came out with Sunset blushes. Honestly, I am so surprised by how much I love them. They are beautiful. They blend really well. This one is Cherub. It's probably my most used of all of them. This one is Malbec. And then the last one that I brought is Piazza. They blend like a dream. They layer like a dream. These things, I don't know what she put in them, are so long wearing. If something can survive heat, humidity, and sweat, you know it's long wearing. Like there's nothing that is more long wearing than that in my opinion. I have worn Cherub super frequently. I love layering this even on top of Malbec. So more of like a berry tone, which Again, we love these tones. Also, these blushes make great eyeshadows. For the record, you absolutely can do that. I do that with all my blushes. It just has the right amount of depth and color upon application where it's like a bright, pretty spring, summer pink for me. Another blush I have to talk about is from Mented. I love me some Mented. This is their blush in the shade Buried Away. Surprise, it's a berry color. Look at this. This is like the powder sister of Raspberry Beret. It's stunning, okay? Mented, again, another amazing woman-owned brand. The products are beautiful. A lot of them are like geared towards women of color, which I love. But Buried Away, I've been using every single time I use powder blush with Cherub from Vive. So this combo has been giving me all the feels. I feel like this brand has been really popular on Instagram and TikTok, and I'm here to tell you it's for good reason. This is the Refi, I keep wanting to say brow pomade, and I don't think it actually is the brow pomade. I will leave it here. Whatever it's called will be here on the screen. Listen, this is literally like hair gel for your eyebrows, and I freaking love it, okay? The brush is amazing. It's super thin, it's clean, it's not gonna get all over your skin. You can get really precise into your brows. And then the brush that it comes with is very interesting. There is a plastic comb on one side that's curved, and then like a bristle brush on the other side. I don't know that I love this brush situation. I've seen her use it, and like sometimes I'm like, oh yeah, like I got that to work. Like I love the comb. The curve of the comb like doesn't fit my bone structure the way I want it to. I wish it was just straight so I could like really move it where I wanted it to. But honestly, what I really like to do is use the actual brush to apply it, and then I will just take a spoolie, like comb through and place the product in my brows where I want it, and then I take my finger and just lightly tap it so it like seals my brows in. It's not for everyone. I get that fluffy brows are not for everyone, and that's fine. You don't have to wear fluffy brows. But if you want fluffy brows, this is an amazing product. There are other products that are also great. We'll talk about those next time. But this is definitely the star of the show for me, and it keeps my brows up and at attention all day. It doesn't feel like sticky or crunchy. Like I don't feel my brows like, oh, that's an aggressive face I'm making. I don't feel my brows moving. This has been surprisingly better than I was expecting, actually. The last item I have to talk about is from McGrath Labs, and it is her Liquid Lust Legendary Wear Matte Lipstick. I have the shade Divine Rose. I am wearing this right now with KKW 1.5 lip liner, which is like standard issue for me. But I'm here to tell you that this liquid lipstick formula is amazing. This liquid lipstick formula feels like nothing. It's not drying. It doesn't emphasize lip lines. The one thing I will warn you guys about is the color upon initial application is not the color that it dries down to. So first and foremost, be aware of that. Secondly, if you apply it and just leave it, it'll dry, become a color, stay there. If you take your finger and rub it, I don't know what it does. It's almost like it activates the product and like brightens it, like deepens and brightens it. Like it just unleashes like this whole different color. I always use my finger to rub in like all my lip products because I just like the way it feels. I feel like everything works really well together. I love it. It doesn't rub off in my mask. And yeah, it's just a phenomenal liquid lipstick formula. That is it for my March favorites, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments down below what products you've been loving this month. And if you have any product suggestions, please leave those down below as well, because I love trying stuff out that you guys suggest to me. But until my next video, thank you as always so much for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys soon. Bye.